Now, if you're considering retiring to Las Vegas, I'm sure you've heard about our attractive tax benefits, the off-the-charts entertainment and food scene, and our endless sunshine. But as 2025 approaches, there have been some critical changes that you need to know about. Rising living costs, extreme heat, and growing environmental concerns can make or break your retirement dream here. So is Las Vegas still worth it? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down what's happening now, what to expect in the future, and how to make the most out of your retirement dream in this ever-evolving city. My name's Micah Bleecher, and I love living in Las Vegas. I've been here for more than 20 years, and I make videos about what it's like to live in this vibrant metropolis. And we're getting started on this video right now. Now, to get a sense of what's coming, we need to take a look at some of the key trends from 2024. The real estate market in Las Vegas has remained surprisingly strong despite economic challenges. Home values increased and residential property types across the board have been selling very quickly. In fact, nearly 60% of all homes on the market are sold within 30 days, and 90% of the homes on the market are sold within 90 days. That's how this market is going right now. Now, demand was driven not only by retirees, but for people looking for opportunities, work, businesses moving here. Some people were escaping California, some looking for remote work, and some just simply coming here for the lifestyle that Las Vegas offers. It's very attractive. Now, for homeowners, rising property values are often perceived as a good thing because if they bought several years ago, they've amassed quite a bit of equity over that time period. So existing homeowners feel good. However, for homeowners, these rising property values have been a financial win. Imagine if you bought your property years ago, you would have amassed quite a bit of equity right now. However, people just coming into the Las Vegas market are really having to step up and pay for homes because they have increased so much. Now, most of the folks I get are usually selling a property in another state when they move here, or in many cases, they're even purchasing a second home. And so these rising property values actually have affected some of my clients. They've had to kind of dial back their expectations on what they feel like they can get for a second home here. However, the story was very different for people looking to buy here in Las Vegas for the first time. The average price of a single family home rose substantially. Now, we haven't been seeing bidding wars like we did a couple of years ago, but we do see them sometimes, and that's with interest rates hovering at around 6%. Listing price to sale price ratios are very tight, and as I mentioned, some homes even go for over asking price. So why did home prices rise despite higher interest rates and the tech sector fluctuations? Well, the answer lies in supply and demand. Limited inventory combined with an influx of people moving in created intense limited inventory, and a constant flow of buyers coming in from out of town creates an intense competition. Even in neighborhoods where homes were under $500,000, it is not uncommon to see homes go for very close or even at asking price. Now, this brings us to a very crucial point. Understanding the nuances of the Las Vegas housing market is critical. Now, one tactic sellers use is underpricing their home a little bit in an attempt to attract multiple offers. Sometimes that works. Now, that's a tactic that can work, but it can leave unprepared buyers scrambling. It's very difficult for buyers to be dealing in multiple offer situations. It's challenging. Now, another tactic is to use aggressive pricing when selling a home. And in fact, the home I just sold, the seller wanted to use aggressive pricing, so we priced it high. We reached for the stars in hopes we'd get it. It's a tactic. And in this case, it worked. We had a full price offer on the house, and I'm quite sure the buyer agent was hoping his appraisal contingency would be a backstop to the price. But in fact, the appraiser came out, and I met him there, and he agreed with our price. The bank even questioned that and ordered another appraisal, and the second appraisal agreed with the first one. They made the buyer jump through quite a few hoops, and the buyer really loved this house, hung in there, and we closed. Now, the key takeaway for this section, well, one, be tough, like the buyer in this last example, and two, whether buying or selling, working with a seasoned professional is very important. Make sure they're a good negotiator, and make sure they understand the nuances of the Las Vegas market here inside and out. It's going to save you time and money. Now we're going to talk about affordability and rising costs. For those on fixed incomes or still renting, 2024 brought a wave of financial challenges. Rental prices increased by an average of 7%, with one-bedroom apartments going for over $1,800 in sought-after neighborhoods. Utilities driven up by extreme weather became a significant burden, especially during the hot summer months where the temperatures soared well past 100, and even for a couple weeks it was 120 degrees this past summer, and that was hot even for a seasoned Las Vegas. Now, what does this mean for future retirees? Well, simply put, budgeting for retirement in Las Vegas has become more complicated. Honestly, it seems to be that way everywhere, but certainly it is in Las Vegas. Healthcare costs have also risen, especially as more retirees require specialized healthcare that isn't always easily accessible within the city. Now, while Las Vegas offers plenty of lifestyle perks, these increasing expenses make it critical to plan ahead. Now, some retirees are opting for nearby cities like Mesquite or Pahrump, or even considering nearby out-of-state options for better affordability. However, even these areas have seen price surges thanks to inflation and an overflow of residents coming from Las Vegas. Now, saving for retirement in today's environment requires a lot more than just cutting back on daily expenses. It means making smart investments, and for many, the tax savings that Nevada offers. Now remember, tax savings can only go so far if the cost of living continues to go up. And the point of this section is I help people stay within their budgets. It's important to follow the plan that you made. Why the housing supply will remain tight in 2025. Will there be any relief on the housing market next year? Unfortunately, the outlook isn't promising. Las Vegas has faced a chronic shortage of available homes, and that's not expected to change soon. While the city has made efforts to boost new construction, hurdles like high building costs, high interest rates, labor shortages, and a lack of buildable land has slowed down progress. Moreover, many homeowners who secured very low interest rate mortgages are somewhat hesitant to sell, and that's understandable. With interest rates considerably higher now, they're choosing to stay put rather than risk a significant increase in their monthly payments. This lock-in effect has really kept inventory low and maintained an incredibly competitive market for buyers. Add to that the challenge of land scarcity. Our natural geography limits where builders can build. We exist in a valley surrounded by mountains, and the fact is the government owns about 80% of the land in Nevada, the federal government. And that makes the problem worse. We have limited areas available for development. The governor of Nevada has even called on the feds to release some of that government land to be available for building homes. Oftentimes, builders are more focused on luxury properties and multifamily units, but these often come with steep price tags. As a result, single-story homes suitable for retirees have become more difficult to find. What does this mean for 2025? Well, it's likely that we're going to continue to see a very strong market and a very strong demand. Prices will continue to rise, particularly in the well-established neighborhoods, 55 and older, and otherwise. Now, there are many reasons that a homeowner must sell, no matter how low the interest rate is on their mortgage. And I see a pent-up demand for sellers. Now, if you're looking to buy, it's essential to have a plan in place. Be ready to act quickly when the right opportunity presents itself. Good homes don't last long in this market. Interest rates are going to be a key driver of the market next year. Current predictions suggest that interest rates may decline slightly, dipping back below 6% by mid-2025. While this could lower monthly mortgage payments, it's going to likely spur more interest from buyers. And that's going to create a new wave of competition. Here's why that matters. Lower rates could tempt more people, from retirees to remote workers, to consider purchasing a home in Las Vegas. Now, if you've been waiting for interest rates to drop before buying, you're not alone. And that increased demand is going to put even more pressure on the supply of available homes. Now, most of my buyers are older. Many pay cash. Others use bridge-type loans to move their assets around, while they're changing homes. It's a lot less stressful to move into a new home while they're getting their old home staged and sold, and theoretically sold for more. And so I see a lot of my buyers doing that type of thing. In addition, some of my buyers are small business owners, and they oftentimes get bank statement loans or other non-qualified financial products. Of course, some of my clients still get conventional loans, and some of them even get VA loans. I love working with veterans. Thank you for your service. Now, these welcomed lower rates are going to put more pressure on the market. It's going to increase demand. It's going to create pricing pressure. However, there's also a silver lining. Lower interest rates could make refinancing an option for people who already own homes but are struggling with mortgage payments, getting them paid. So refinancing at lower rates may help them significantly. Lower interest rates could make refinancing an option for people who already own homes but are struggling making the mortgage payment. This could provide some financial relief and make retirement in Las Vegas more manageable. Well, friends, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Las Vegas climate. Now, while this city is famous for its sunny weather, the extreme summer heat has become a growing concern. Now, I don't know if it's part of a permanent trend or simply a cycle of the sun, but heat waves are lasting longer and average temperatures continue to climb. This just isn't a matter of comfort, it's a health risk for some retirees. Staying cool in such conditions often requires higher electricity bills and investing in home improvements like upgraded insulation or new windows or a more efficient cooling system. Now, solar doesn't pencil for everyone. We ran the numbers. It penciled for us. We love our solar system. That could be a solution for some. Now, water scarcity is another critical issue. Lake Mead is the water source for Las Vegas, and it has been at historically low levels. Now, let me tell you something about Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada, is one of the most water-efficient cities on the planet. We are one of the world leaders in water conservation, and we recycle every drop that goes down the drain. I am proud of what our amazing city has been able to accomplish. Now, if all the surrounding states conserved water like Las Vegas did, we probably wouldn't have the problem that we have now. While efforts to conserve and ensure drinking and bathing water have been nothing short of Herculean, the future remains less certain. Restrictions on water use, particularly for landscaping, has been becoming more stringent. In the future, it's possible that these restrictions affect property values and the quality of our lives. It's something to think about. I guess when I read the news, I see climate issues everywhere. The heat and water scarcity is what we deal with here in Las Vegas. Now, despite these challenges, there's a reason that Las Vegas continues to attract retirees and people from all over the world. The 55-plus communities here are more than just places to live. They are vibrant hubs offering amenities like golf courses, pools, fitness rooms, pickleball, and social events. Now, in 2024, some retirees opted for condos and townhomes, which, while not cheap, offer a more entry-level price point into Las Vegas. And remember that with condos, they're just so easy to shut down and travel, and they don't require any outside maintenance at all. And I've had some clients specifically want condos for that very reason. Everybody's a little bit different. Now, if you're thinking about buying into one of these communities, preparation is crucial. Now, if you need a mortgage, start by getting pre-approved. Of course, we have several people that can assist if you don't have somebody. Maybe you need to improve your credit score, or more likely, you need to have a chat with your CPA and have them reshuffle the deck on your taxes and start filing to maximize your income instead of minimizing your taxes. That can make a big difference when it comes time to buy a house. Also, understanding what type of property fits your needs and budget is very critical. It may or may not be in an over 55 community. I have many over 55 clients who would prefer to be in a country club setting. The point is, early preparation will give you a significant advantage in this competitive market. Now, if you're okay with remodeling, let me know and let's discuss it. I've been in Las Vegas for 22 years and I know a number of highly qualified and licensed contractors that can assist in all stages of a remodeling project or handle the entire project from start to finish. I even have a contractor that will come home shopping with us if remodeling is on the table. Willingness to remodel an older home here in Las Vegas will give us many more opportunities when we're house hunting. Well, here's what we can anticipate for 2025. Number one, continued demand. Las Vegas is going to remain popular for many people, from retirees to remote workers, and sustain a high demand for housing. Add to that more economic diversification, more professional sports, and even more entertainment and outdoor recreation offerings. The secret is out when it comes to the outdoor activities around Las Vegas. People are starting to get it. In 2024, the number of people that are turning 65 every day increased from 10,000 a day to 11,200 per day. This phenomena is known as peak 65. Now, here in Las Vegas, our over 65 demographic is growing at a rate 3 times faster than the other demographics. Now, with the over 65 as our fastest growing demographic, only a tiny fraction need to choose Las Vegas to make a big difference in the housing demand. The number 2 prediction, limited housing supply is going to continue. The lack of buildable land for new construction and homeowners staying put in their low interest mortgages are going to keep housing supply low. Now, I see inventory growing, but anything under a 6-month supply of homes is considered a seller's market, and it's tough for buyers. I expect sale price to list price ratios to remain tight going forward. And my advice, if you want to move here, when you find a home, be ready to pounce. Have all your ducks in a row. If you need any advice with that, I can help you, but have your ducks in a row and be ready to pounce. My 3rd prediction for 2025 is we're going to see interest rates fluctuate. We're going to see them go down, back up. We're going to see them bounce around. Now, while rates may overall decrease, it's going to increase the competition and make it harder to find an affordable home. What's the takeaway? If you're planning to retire here, it's essential to stay informed, be prepared, and be ready to adapt. The Las Vegas market is not for the faint of heart, but with the right strategy, you can still find your perfect retirement home. Now, retiring in Las Vegas can still be a dream come true, but only if you plan wisely. Now, rising costs and environmental challenges mean that having a clear strategy is more important than ever. Now, if you're ready to take the next step or need advice tailored to your situation, I'm here to help. Reach out for a no-pressure consultation, and let's make sure that your retirement is everything that you've dreamed of. Call the number on your screen and let's discuss your options. Don't let uncertainty hold you back. Make a plan and enjoy the retirement that you deserve. Now is always the best time to take action. My name is Micah Bleecher, and I'm always here to help you find the perfect place to call home.